recently.
Okay, there we go. Hi, everybody!
Oh, hello. Hold on. I gotta sit back a little.
Oh.
Lighting.
Light.
Well,
Look at all the light.
Yeah, but I gotta be back here for this.
Well, no, you can... Yep, you do.
Yeah.
All the way back here. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
This is our new space.
It's not really super new.
No.
It's still the same.
Hey,
place.
there used to be a TV right where I'm sitting.
There used to be more couch there.
But no, it used to be that metal thing.
I thought that was a little further backwards.
Nope.
I thought, maybe it just looks different.
Well, yeah, okay, so at the beginning of that. Either who.
Wow. that got off topic real
quick. We're clearly out of practice. Welcome to the Barrel Roll Newscast.
It is July 27th.
26th.
6th.
26th.
Oh my god, time. Ugh, time.
Tony, we're really good at this.
No, we're not.
Why did we ever stop doing this?
I don't know. My name's Tony.
I am Nick. Look, our names are down there.
I forgot what my name was.
Oh, my hand disappeared.
Oh, hello.
Those are also our Twitter handles underneath.
Yeah, those are accurate.
Yeah, someone can tweet us if you have stuff that you want to, like, talk to us
I know,
about.
my Twitter handle, it's just completely original.
You know what, though? Honestly, that's impressive that you got that one.
I know, right? I don't even know how I got that.
The 8,000 bajillion Wongs out there.
Not to mention Tony.
I was going to say, not to mention Tony Wongs.
It's better to have the underscore.
It is.
Because then it's clearer.
It is.
It's not. I don't want to have like Tony Wong.
If you want to know, the underscore on your thing on the
yes.
overlay is actually a dash that I had to move down.
Really?
Because that font does not have an underscore.
Oh, that's a poor font.
It is.
It's almost like Spider-Man font. That was a bad font.
So Tony, where have we been?
I've
a
been
year and a half.
Hiatus. Well, people saw us last year.
People saw us last.
So
we keep doing Barrel Roll for Kids.
Yes, but we raise money for kids.
Yes, and we've done a couple Let's Plays.
What did we do?
Had a Full Boyfriend.
Stanley Parable.
We've done Stanley Parable.
I feel like we did a Goat Simulator one with Dingwall and someone else.
Graham. We kidnapped Graham and JT.
Was it JT?
Yeah.
Okay, it was JT.
That was a weird day.
Yeah. Well, we wanted to test stuff out.
Yeah, we wanted to play 4-player Goat Simulator.
It works. I want to play the MMO version.
One of our guys, someone just won Goat Simulator from Barrel Roll for Kids.
Who won it?
Chance Edwards, someone I used to work with.
I was gonna say that he sounds familiar.
He shared and liked our page, and so he won.
I don't need a copy of Goat Simulator.
I also don't need a copy of Goat Simulator.
I have it on a lot of things.
That's why I gave it away. So yes, Tony, what have we been doing? What have you been doing?
I've been working.
You've been working
like a mad dog.
Yep.
Hatter. Mad dog hatter.
And I finished school.
You were schooling.
I was finishing schooling.
You had much more eventful times than me.
Sure.
I'd have to say.
I don't know. I feel like new job.
You got a new job?
Well, but no, like you got a new job, working at new job.
Oh, well, yeah.
You know.
We had performance reviews recently.
Ooh. And you still have a job.
Yes.
So clearly.
I checked off the yes, doing job right. Didn't mess up.
So, but no, and then I've been buying a house and doing assorted other things, although the house is not that different.
No, it's literally the same.
Literally the same house.
You can use that now. Use the word literally in the right sense.
The couch that we normally used to film at is on the other side of the room divider next to Tony.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just covered in boxes right now.
You don't notice it because it's the same colored wall.
Yep, same wall.
Illusion. It's not an illusion.
There will be better pictures on the wall in later date. Again, still moving.
They're not tricks, Michael. They're illusions.
Illusions. If I really had it my way, this wall would be green.
Green is a sharp color. I think that multicolors.
Just chroma key green on this one wall. I'm pretty sure my wife would kill me.
You can say that word now.
I can. I also got married.
And adults.
The last year's been like, meh.
Adults.
So, yeah, and
that's
then... What? When was that Amiibo day that we woke up ungodly early and then...
Hey, I took a day off for that.
You did?
I don't know why I did that, but...
Because it was fun.
Well, you know what?
We got to stand in line like we were 18 again, Tony.
Those kids are so young. Such a young kid's game.
Such young kids.
I had to go home and sleep.
Yeah, I got home, plugged my amiibos in that I got for Splatoon, and it was like...
Oh no, I think I drove Amir off. We went and grabbed lunch and came back and I napped, and then I went back and set up for Pokemon the next day.
Yeah, because you had that stuff going on too.
That's what I've been doing past year. So.
You've been also doing Pokemon stuff.
Yeah, Pokemon is a real thing, guys. It's real. Come and play.
In card form.
Card form, the video games and cards.
Yeah.
I guess I got a promotion there.
You did get a promotion
I don't know, subtly. I get more free cards. I suppose. I do. It's surprisingly difficult. So kids are kids.
Yes.
Kids are very, very annoying. Although I had a very nice conversation with one today. His parents gave me passes to the West Edmonton Mall.
How nice.
Because he's like, oh, you helped my kid out, blah, 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 and here's some passes. And we're like, okay, water park time. That's all I got. That's my takeaway, I suppose.
I will just bring you in for career day when my grade 4s need people to listen to.
I'm a delightful person to listen to.
You are. So we'll bring you in, and you can talk about Pokemon as a job.
Yeah, that's a job. It's almost a job.
I get paid in cards.
I get paid in cards and fun and stress.
And stress.
Like a job.
Like a real job. So that's where we have been.
Yeah, we've been doing things.
So the website is going to slowly start coming back with content.
We got things.
Sure. I'll start doing video game reviews here and there until I have a regular schedule.
I'm writing things.
So
probably.
by end of September, I guarantee you I will have a regular schedule for my stuff.
I have been playing a lot of games, so I can actually start talking about some stuff.
Dude, I have barely played games. I have watched movies, but I have not played games.
Are we switching?
Apparently we swapped.
I've got Batman. I've got Witcher. I've got Journey. I've got things.
Apparently we swapped that one out. No, I made graphics for both of us to do videos, movies.
We can do that.
Everything. So.
But
yeah. So we are coming back.
We're alive. That's the big question. We're alive.
We are alive. We did not die. So we are live.
We're live and alive.
Yes.
Live and alive.
Whoa.
I feel like that one's been taken by some orange juice company.
I was going to say, Five Alive used to be a drink.
It is still.
Five Alive.
It's still.
Is it still drink?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you can still buy Five Alive.
Huh. See, I don't go to.
Canada's weird. We have ketchup chips. We found a red telephone booth, by the way.
Good for you.
It was a porta potty.
Well, it's still a red telephone. It's a connection to our British heritage, Tony.
Red porta potty. Oh,
the inside jokes. If you have suggestions for the wall behind us,
we can get paintings up here.
Right now, this is the Sistine Chapel ceiling.
They can't really see it.
No, but you get the general gist. Look it up. It's pretty famous.
It's been there for a while.
Again, there used to be a giant shelf right here, thus no picture right here. So I've got some posters and stuff that we can get framed, and we can do this upright. But for now, this is the inaugural rebirth of
episode 0.
Episode 0.
Remember when we did episode 0? That was years ago.
We've been around a long time. I was writing our little biography thing.
We're old.
2011 we started this, Tony.
Crap. 3, 4, I don't know.
4 years ago.
Math is different.
We've passed 4 years.
Yeah.
We stopped around 3.
Did we hit the 3-year bump? The 3-year hump? Oh, shit.
Oh, no!
The 3-year hump.
And then we just stopped. It's like, 3 years. We've done this a long time.
I'm getting too old for this stuff.
Getting too old. So, either way, that's where we've been. Mm-hmm. So, on to news talking, I guess. Talking of news.
News, that's typically what we do.
That is the newscast.
We've done that before.
Yes.
So,
sure.
Kojima and Del Toro have had a very, I guess, muddy past. The past, 24 hours, or not 24 hours, a month or so.
And it's not between them.
No, it's nothing between them. They love each other so much that they're still working together. We're not going to talk about the Konami thing, because I feel like that's been beaten to death.
Yes, so Konami dropped them,
Yeah, but either way, Kojima and Del Toro are still in contact with each other.
Yes.
They want to do something.
And I feel like, because they were working on Silent Hills.
Silent Hills, yeah. There was an S at the end of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Silent Hills. They were working on that together.
Yep.
And then that got scrapped.
Yes.
So I feel like we will get the spiritual successor to that game.
I almost don't even think we should get a Silent Hills game. I'm just more excited the fact that they're working together to do something.
But like we played the demo.
Yeah, we played it, yeah. We got at least Graham to play it.
Yeah, we got Graham to play it in front of us. But even if they did something like that, because that didn't feel like a Silent Hill game at all. No. So if they pulled something like that off and they're still working together, I think that's like...
You know what the thing it is? They just announced Pacific Rim 2.
Yeah, I know.
Officially. So, Kojima Pacific Rim...
Well,
an actually good
Kojima with giant mechs. I'm not sure, Tony. I'm not sure if he's
police nuts or something like that.
He's ready for something.
The Zone of the Enders.
I'm not sure if he's
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
He's not done with giant robots yet. He hasn't fought aliens yet. So
if that partnership actually worked out that way, and there's like a Metal Gear in the back of like the next Pacific Rim movie,
I'm just throwing my money at the screen. And I'm already in the theater, and I'm still throwing money at the screen.
Because I'm going to that. Pacific Rim was an amazing movie.
Yeah, oh my god, it's so fun watching it again.
I know, I watched it the other night, actually.
It's just, there's nothing in that movie but action. And that's all it is for.
I've always laughed because people, like, I'm online while I'm reading stuff, and looking at Pacific Rim, because I've seen the movie, so I'm watching it, and at the same time I'm reading stuff, and people are like, it's just stupid that sword comes out of nowhere. Why didn't they just use the sword, like, the whole time?
Okay there, person who watch the How It Should Have Ended video.
Pretty much. And you're just sitting there going like, because it was a wicked scene when all of a sudden it's like, and you're just like...
Literally, it's cool for that moment.
Yeah! It's a good action sequence!
You need to suspend your disbelief a little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Because, giant aliens and robots.
How dare they make an entertaining movie?
Realistic?
It should be. It's giant robots fighting giant monsters. I want the most realism.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Ron Perlman not being Hellboy.
Yeah.
Or some sort of disembodied voice for Fallout.
Yes. Well, and no one wants to pick the Hellboy movie up if you want to go that way, so... Maybe we'll get a Hellboy game by Kojima. That'd be twisted.
I still think they should do something completely original.
I think so, too.
And whether or not it's going to be horror or not...
I would like them to go horror, because Del Toro's so good at horror.
He's got the monster-making... not background, but I guess pedigree.
Yeah, and the atmosphere that he can create is, awesome. And I feel like him and Kojima mixing that together. Like, Silent Hills, and I'm not a huge Silent Hill person, but that game excited me.
That would have been the best storytelling. It
would have
looked the greatest. Norman Reedus would have been awesome in that.
Sure, and you know what? Even without him, if they made,
something.
I feel like if the two of them keep working together under Kojima's new company, which obviously he's going to,
Yeah, who knows what's going on with any of that anymore.
Right.
So,
but that's what I mean. So whatever happens there, hopefully they keep working together and everything works out.
That's the thing. Is it going to be a video game? Is it going to be a movie?
Sure, who knows?
Or is it going to be some sort of in-between where it's a game movie?
I feel like Kojima making a movie...
He's gone on record to say that, after Metal Gear 5 was done, before all of this dissolution stuff about Kojima Productions, he said that he's wanted to move on to movies. So maybe this is the next natural progression for him to work with Del Toro.
Well, and to be honest, he's been making movies forever with little playable in-betweens in his games, so...
But, to have someone like Del Toro...
Yeah.
I guess mentor him, for lack of a better term.
Even if Kojima just wrote.
Working together?
Yeah.
That would have been a good movie.
Co-direct, something like that. So either way, they're working together still. That's awesome. That's fun.
Yeah, that was the big questions. Well, Del Toro, what is he up to now other than Pacific Rim 2?
He was supposed to be working on the next Haunted Mansion movie for Disney, but I don't know what happened to that.
Yeah, that's not happening. That not happening.
Oh, that'd be the best.
That'd be too twisted.
I know.
I don't think kids would be ready for that.
I'm assuming he brought the thing to Disney and was like, here's the pitch! And they're just like... What?
So basically the first Deadpool script.
Yeah. Disney's just like, we, no.
Too dark. You literally want to have a person's head off? No.
Where's Eddie Murphy? Oh, that movie. Speaking of bad movies.
Pixels came out.
I'm not seeing it.
Surprise! It's so good. Let's see what it's like on Rotten Tomatoes, just to give it.
Sure.
But man, that movie looks bad. And man, is it bad.
And that's the thing, I am not, like, usually it's like, I reserve judgment 99% of the time till I see a finished product. But I'm literally at the point with this movie, after I've read every review.
Wow, that's stunning.
And the Rotten Tomato score is...
18%. It beats out... what has it beaten out recently, that's come out recently? Minions did still better than it. Although Minions has got a different audience. But
yes.
Okay, so Jurassic World did very good, 71%. Terminator still beat it, so woo.
And no one knew that movie even came out, so
no, I think more so no one cared as well. I knew it was coming out. I didn't know when. Right. I didn't care to look it up when.
Terminator Genesis, I saw the trailer last year.
I think everyone got their fix when they saw old Arnold in the trailer and said, we're good.
And then Sarah Connor reaches out and goes, come with me if you want to live. And it's like, oh,
nope.
that's cute. Nope. They switched lines. And then you're just sitting there going like, all right. And then I saw nothing for it. No Twitter, no Facebook,
nope.
No advertising of any kind. And all of a sudden...
They did have a little bit in Loot Crate that 1 month, but it was like a little Terminator T-1000 skull.
Oh, see, and I didn't get one that month then.
No, now that But, like, they did nothing to promote this movie.
No, and so they did nothing to promote Terminator, and all of a sudden I'm looking up Inside Out and how well it was doing. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden it's like, Terminator bombs this weekend, and I'm like, Terminator came out?
I think that kind of happened with this Pixels movie, too, because I saw a lot of trailers for it.
They advertised the heck out of it.
But, like, they weren't getting my interest in it.
No.
When I first saw the poster with the
yep.
Pac-Man, I thought, this could be interesting.
Sure.
I have no idea what the story is. And then as more stuff came out, it just looked like a summer comedy movie that has cliches thrown into it, also starring Adam Sandler.
and to give Sandler credit, every once in a while he releases a movie where he obviously did it for fun, did it for kicks, and it's a legitimately okay movie. Like, you go to see it and you're like, I'm not mad, I'm not sad. That was a good movie.
I like the movies where Adam Sandler doesn't be Adam Sandler, like the whole his a high-pitched whine voice.
Yep.
Or I don't like the ones when he does that. And this look exactly like the trailers showed that.
Yep.
I'm okay with Happy Gilmore. I'm okay with this, Little Nicky, but Little Nicky's over the top.
Yeah, you go way over the top and you're good.
And that worked for him. But something like Click, no.
Oh, Click.
I was told Peter Dinklage was really good in the movie.
Yay!
Tyrion Lannister's playing Donkey Kong or something. I
don't know. I don't watch Game of Thrones either, so...
No, I don't. I mean...
And Olaf's in it.
The guy that does Olaf? Oh! Is it the curly-haired guy?
Mm-hmm.
That guy does Olaf?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I didn't know that. I don't know anything about Frozen, nor do I... really care anything about Frozen, but...
So you have Olaf, Adam Sandler, and the guy from Game of Thrones.
And Destiny.
And Destiny.
And Destiny. Remember, they hired him for Destiny for a little bit.
Uh-huh.
But, yeah, no, that movie just stank.
And,
it's not good.
And user reviews coming in are exactly the same. And on my Twitter feed, all of them have been, Kevin James and Adam Sandler, because I follow them, because...
Kevin James can genuinely be interesting.
I like Kevin James.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. His stand-up's pretty good. And even Adam Sandler, his stand-up's pretty good when he does stand-up.
Yeah.
They've all got good stuff going on, just not this film.
Yeah, the math didn't work out for them, apparently.
No. And you know what? Grown Ups, as much as people complained about Grown Ups...
I complained about it, but I still watched it because it wasn't... It did nothing to push me away. It was just the...
It's one of those movies where you see it, you're like...
Done.
All right.
It's slow.
Sure.
It felt kind of slow in the middle, too. Where was this movie going? It felt like there was no direction.
It didn't have direction. It was just a bunch of friends hanging out filming a movie to get, you know. And that's what you... And so when they made Grown Ups 2, you're like, they're just going to do it again? All right. I'm not even mad. This movie comes out and it's like...
No, it's garbage.
Why would I see this?
It's poop.
Way to destroy my childhood.
It's literal. Yeah.
Thank you.
Futurama did it better.
There you go.
If you're gonna watch this movie, save your time. Watch that one Futurama episode that's got the 10-minute what if scene where literally it's the same story, but better.
Yeah.
because all the arcade monsters just wanted quarters for laundry. Still better movie than Pixels.
Speaking of TV, look at the segues we're doing, God, Tony.
We're into everything.
How about...
What's going?
A product that no one used.
Surprise.
Called the... What was it? TV on the Wii U?
Wii TV?
I don't know.
Wii TV?
It was TV on the Wii U, but so TV was spelled dumb.
What was this concept? Like, you watch TV?
You didn't watch... Okay, so when it came to North America, it was useless to me, because my service provider and all that stuff wasn't really on it.
See, and now it was even more useless to me, to someone who's cut the cable.
Right.
And I do Netflix, I do YouTube, that's what I do.
So it is essentially a cable box, remote control, and maybe my cable stuff was on it, but it was stupidly hard to program. Like, when I turn my TV on, not that I have cable, because I've canceled it since I've moved in, but you turn the TV on, the guide comes up, it knows what channels you have, because it's directly from the cable company, right? The TV on the Wii U thing was, it's not like you could off-screen play your television. Like, it's not like it hooked up in any way, shape, or form to any of that stuff. It was a guide on your screen, and then for certain shows, they'd have bubbles that would show up.
Now, the concept was that you watch TV with other people, right?
But you could only watch certain shows that TV deemed you could watch. So, like, Sherlock was on. Not Sherlock, because Sherlock's a good show. Elementary was on. And because they were trying to launch Elementary, it was part of this TV thing. And so it's like, Sherlock discovers a clue, and there would be a picture, like a screen cap of what was on TV right then, and you could comment on it, on the Miiverse, and so you could essentially talk to people while they were watching the show.
See, I think the more utility about this was the sports stuff. When you could watch live, hockey games, football games.
No. They did not have hockey.
Okay, live sports games.
Live American sports games. Football, Tony. You could watch football.
What's football?
Sorry, American football.
Okay.
Handball.
The one where tackle ball.
Yes, tackle ball. And I think baseball.
Okay. I feel like basketball was on there too.
Maybe that was the other one.
Okay. But yeah, like the idea is that you could watch the game live and then, oh, my team scored or, whatever.
Right.
Things like that. But
and yeah, you could get into it with other people, and mostly all the comments I saw when I went on was Canadians complaining about how there was no hockey.
Just not hockey.
So you're sitting there, and I had great conversations with hockey people while we were watching games.
Now, is this just a product of them not getting enough traction with the service providers, or what?
They've never explained it. It was just like, we're trying this out, but they experimented with
the wrong stuff almost.
I think the wrong stuff,
like,
and honestly,
I feel like if they partnered with like what's like reality TV shows like Big Brother or American Idol, things like that, where it's like, oh, go onto your, if you want to vote, you can do this stuff, or if you can go on the Wii U, we'll tally the votes there too.
Sure.
Or like Big Brother, where it's like, oh, who should get kicked out?
Do something crazy like that, and just
be live.
Aim crazy, and you're essentially going to a live audience with live interaction.
Yeah.
And it just...
One of those things where it's just too ahead of its time, probably. Because now we see the integration of cable boxes into Xbox Ones.
Oh, sure.
I think PlayStation's got it now, too? ? I don't know. They got PlayStation TV or something like that. But yeah, where you can, on the Xbox One, it's got an HDMI in, where you can put in, like, another HDMI source.
Yep.
Like a cable box.
Right.
You can watch TV while playing games. Now, if the Wii U had done something like that, where, you could play a game off-screen and control, the cable box on the top while playing your, gamepad off-screen, I'd totally play Mario Brothers or, Mario Kart or something, or Smash Brothers while watching some sports thing.
Or some sports thing.
But...
Well, and you couldn't play stuff while you were doing it. Like, that was the whole point, it was your now universal remote for your thing. And again, they tried getting that community thing in there, and everybody's kind of sitting there going, like, well, can you add Netflix shows? Like, but the whole point was, scenes were supposed to pop up as you were watching it. So it was like live interaction, and it's like, but for the most part, no one watches live TV anymore.
Mm-mm.
So after everything was done and over with, you couldn't even, like, PVR the show and go back to it.
See, if they had put more R&D into it and made it a more community thing where it's like, X amount of people are watching this PVR show or this Netflix show episode right now. Here's where people are similar in your area.
Right.
Talk. Be a community while watching the show or, movie or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah, no, exactly. And that's where you just sit there and
It's just a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
And maybe a little too ahead of its time. So, long and short, it's gone, I think, next month-ish. Whenever. Sometime soon. Moving on. Let's go on to this. A lot of Street Fighter V stuff happened. I'm a pretty big Street Fighter fan. I love new Street Fighter.
You're the Street Fighter guy.
You can show me, Killer Instinct. You can show me Mortal Kombat. Those are cool fighting games. I love new Street Fighter. And when they announced back in E3, people who pre-purchased this game get the beta. I think it was supposed to be last week. People got really excited. Oh yeah, I'll pre-buy it now. I was gonna do it almost. I will wait, apparently, because the beta is so broken. I mean, good.
It's so good. It doesn't know how to handle itself.
No, their server issues are all over the place, which is good, I guess, in a sense, because you don't want to see the server load.
Right.
But I was watching one of the I guess big names in the Street Fighter community or the fighting game community, Maximilian, Max, whatever his last name is. He was trying to basically stream the Street Fighter V beta all yesterday. I think out of the 9 or 10 hours he streamed, he actually got 1 hour of footage. And so basically, he burned in the Street Fighter V logo onto his TV trying to load this game.
Oh.
And he's like, well, shit.
So sucky.
I know, and, it'll go away for, whatever reason. But they've been having a lot of issues with the server. I think they did server resets every hour almost. So losing data, stat tracking, stuff like that's gone.
I feel so bad when that happens with
it's such a huge game.
Oh,
for
yeah.
only a fraction of the gaming community, because all the Xbox One people are wanting to play it.
Right.
Arguably, they have their Killer Instinct, so they can go play that. But yeah, it's sucky. But it gives them an idea of the popularity too.
Yeah, and that's a good gauge.
So, I mean, that's basically what they wanted this beta to be, is a stress test.
Well, and it should be popular because they're implementing, the brand newest feature ever, Tony.
Oh, what is that?
This is a feature
Is it new characters?
No, because they've always done that, Tony.
Okay.
They've always had new characters.
What are they doing?
This is... I don't know where this out-of-the-box thinking came from.
Maybe it's inside the box. It was always in the box.
Whoa. But they're allowing you to play... This is a big new feature. You can unlock the DLC characters.
So I can pay money.
Yes, to unlock them.
Human dollars.
As soon game comes out, you throw money at them, characters unlocked.
Yes.
Or, Tony, you can do this new and innovative thing where you play the game and unlock characters.
That's ridiculous.
Isn't that insane?
Why are you not taking my money?
And my big thing that I just keep looking at is we used to do this all the time.
Smash Brothers, even the original
Street Fighters.
Street Fighters, Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Even, what other games? The old Marvel vs. Capcom games.
You still had to unlock characters.
Yeah. The old-fashioned way.
Yeah, the good old-fashioned way.
The normal way, I suppose.
Playing the game.
So they're saying that there's this fight money that you can accrue going online.
Yes.
Playing online. So it's sort of catch-22 where, if you're not good enough online, maybe you don't get enough fight money.
Yeah, it's going to take you... Yeah.
For big fighting... unwritten, let's do this together.
And World of Warcraft has gone that extra step where if it's a quest, thing, and you hop, and you both attack it, you don't actually have to be in a party anymore, and you both still get the kill.
That's good.
Because they don't want to take that...
Yeah, because spawn camping, basically.
Sure, and a lot of times, you're not going to... it's I don't want to party up with you. just to, especially because I'm waiting in this queue for this dungeon, and if you join my party, then it resets, and it's such a pain in the butt.
So there's a sub-party.
So yeah, it kind system. It puts you in a party without putting you in a party, and just lets you kill the thing. So, but and that's an MMO to me. When I see MMO, I want to see Bob running down the trail this way while I'm running that way.
I think Guild Wars 2 has gotten a little bit better for that.
I think they did.
Like, it's a little less instanced.
Yeah.
It's still pretty instanced, to keep the free stuff, I suppose. But now with Elder Scrolls and DC
and DC, like I said with them, and they their DLC's cheap. Whenever they release the DLC stories,
they have sales all
the time. And I think DC's honestly done the best for free.
Yeah, and they're tapping into a user base that knows all that source material.
Yep.
That they know it very well.
Oh yeah, you have all the backstory going on. You have all of that.
It's all written already. They more or less make sure the game runs. They don't have to spend.
Plus, Batman's giving me quests, so winning.
Yeah. You can still try and make yourself look like Batman, but you're never going to be Batman.
You can still try. They have armor that's legacy armor.
Okay, that's cool.
But it's got its own flair to it, but there's the legacy Robin armor and the legacy Flash armor and the legacy so it's got the big R on the chest. So it's I'm pretending to be Robin, which makes no sense to me, but whatever.
Yeah, the way the story pans out, there's no reason for that.
There's no reason for that because you're your own hero. But yeah, no, I don't get it with Elder Scrolls Online and that kind of. There's even the Star Wars MMO.
That was kind of rough.
Old Republic.
I still know people that play it.
I tried it.
I don't want to.
And the story-based stuff was cool.
Yeah, they're trying to do a new expansion, aren't they? With, I guess, a new story-based expansion.
I don't know. Honestly, it would have been a really good one-player game.
They should have just... And now sort of my stance towards Final Fantasy XIV, where they should just scrap everything and make it into a single-player. Because it was a great single-player game.
Well, especially after you've built the whole world.
Yeah, you have all those assets and... Even a game, a battle system.
That's what always drove me nuts about even World of Warcraft. Was I'm sitting there going, you have a great third-person adventure game on your hands. The world's built. You could release a Warcraft game that was a single-player, you're this adventurer, and it's a story-based game. Populate the world with more stuff and people running around, NPCs running around.
And heck, they've already updated some of the older models too, right?
All the models have been upgraded, so... But that's what I mean, they got to that point where even when the game first came out, I'm sitting there going, oh, that'd be so awesome if it was just the story of Bob as he became this hero. It doesn't even have to be my own character. It could literally be Bob the hero goes on this story, and then Bob becomes lore in World of Warcraft. So it's oh, I want to know how Bob got to be...
It's super weird.
Bob.
It's super weird seeing single players take that turn into MMO games.
Yes,
now. It's super awkward.
And that was the big thing when Elder Scrolls did it. I'm you were the
single
hero,
player. And you were the single
the one guy who could save the world.
But now you're multiple guys who can save the world. ...
And that's where DC gets it right because it's
we're
fighting villains. We're fighting villains are fighting good guys, you got them on both sides, and it's if everybody got superpowers on the planet essentially, and it's people became villains, people became superheroes, you've evened out, you're good. With something like Elder Scrolls, it's we are all heroes to fight the bad thing, and it's
guys, look at this sweet armor that oh, you have it too. Oh, you have that too.
That's at the end when everybody's comparing their Skyrim files, and it's do you have this armor? Yeah. Do you have this armor?
Where
yeah.
Did
you have this armor? Yeah. Did you do this quest? No. And
Where
it's
did you get that?
Yeah. But otherwise, all their stuff's the same. So by the end of the day, they're just
I don't get it.
On Elder Scrolls Online, it's oh, all of our stuff's the same. We're all the leader of the Thieves Guild apparently, and we're all the leader of the Brawlers Guild, the Mage Guild, the Thieves Guild. Huh. Go us. Or have you turned into a vampire yet?
No.
Yeah, and then I got it undone.
I did lycanthropy. Yeah, do that too.
Either who.
And have you been doing anything? I played Journey, which is Journey, but...
I played The Novelist.
Yeah?
And that's one of those weird, cheap games that you can get, and you're a ghost.
Oh.
But it's not a horror game.
Okay.
And
Continue.
It's one of those weird storytelling games.
Okay.
So you are a ghost in this cabin in the woods.
Okay.
So far, like, when you read, like, the synopsis of the game, you're like, alright, I'm gonna tear some people apart, but I'm gonna do it real subtle, like, right? Like, scare them a little first, and then, like, you know, burrow into their soul like Freddy Krueger. No. The game is essentially this family moves in, the dad's a writer, the mom is a stay-at-home mom who used to be an artist and wants to get back into art, and they have their young son. And the guy's been having problems writing his next novel, so they come out to the middle of nowhere so he can kind of, you know, take time in the open air and do his thing.
Yep.
So you got a bit of The Shining coming in there, Alan Wake,
Yeah,
like you got that feeling.
That's what I was thinking about as well.
But it was made by one guy.
I love those.
And essentially what it is you as a ghost jump from light to light so that they don't see you, because you don't want to spook the family. Because you're not a scary ghost.
Okay, you're Casper.
You are a helpful ghost.
You're Casper.
So you go into their memories, and you find out what they want out of their life at this very point in time. Oh. And then at the end, once you've gotten everybody's memories and you found all the clues, you have to sneak to a specific glowing item, and that will dictate what they do the next day. Like, that'll dictate the choice they make. Mm-hmm. And if you find everybody's memories, you can make two choices. So, like a primary one, mm-hmm. and then a secondary one. So someone's going to be really happy. Someone's going to be like, okay, it wasn't exactly what I had asked for, but at least you tried. Yeah. And then someone's just going to get left out of each decision every time. So you have to weigh the importance of these options. And so it's not dark. It's one of those games where you just kind of experience the narrative of it.
So there's no wrong way to
There is no wrong way other than getting caught. You don't want to get caught.
So, like a stealth game.
Kind of, yeah. And it's super easy stealth. Like, they make it not difficult at all. Yeah. Like, you hear someone go, like, huh? And you just hit spacebar and, like, travel to the nearest light. Like,
yep. And
the kid will just be like, it's like, Timmy's kind of sort of suspicious that something's going on. Just don't let him see you again.
Timmy will remember that.
And so at one point, like, the husband starts drinking because it helps his writing. But obviously he's drunk. So it's not doing well for his family, so you go to him at the end of the night and you're like, maybe you should stop with the drinking.
Do that.
And then take your wife out for a really nice dinner. But his writing suffers, so all of a sudden, and then at the end of the game, it's like, well, where's their life gonna go? You're making this decision, ghost man, and it's like...
There's no wrong way and no right way to play it.
Right, so you just experience the story that your choices make. So it's one of those ones where I made all the choices like, okay, kid, sorry, but you're, you know, because he wanted something. And it was like, he wanted to go to some amusement park. Mm-hmm. And it was like, all right, and he had found a coupon so that they could get in cheaper, da-da-da-da-da. Like, he had gone through all this work to go to this amusement park, but the parents were actually dealing with, like, heavier stuff. So it's like, kid, you don't get to go to the amusement park. I'm super sorry, because mom and dad have to not be fighting. Like, I'm thinking you would rather your parents not get divorced than take you to the amusement park.
Or one parent takes you
to the amusement park. So you're kind of making those decisions, and then at the end of the game, it's like, well, do they take this job, or does this happen to them, or does this happen? And it's like, so you finish the game, and you're like,
cool.
And that, you know, it's like 2 hours.
No, so it's not even...
So it's not a really long thing, and you're kind of like, all right, I'm not sure if I'm going to play it again just to make different decisions and just see if I can, like, make the family implode. Like, can I be that bad ghost that's like, you should keep drinking, Bob. Keep drinking.
Take your son to the amusement park drunk.
Yeah. Nothing bad will happen. So I kind of...
That's fun.
I'm intrigued to see what would happen, but I think I'd rather see someone else play and make decisions as opposed to, like, me going through the game again, just like, okay, click. I think I'd like to see someone else just experience it, so it's one of those games. And otherwise, I haven't really been playing much of anything, just quick little... like, I'll log on to World of Warcraft.
Yeah, but...
And then I'll sit there as I work on other stuff on the computer.
It's fun having stuff like that open, watching other people play, or having something around.
Sure, like I can sit in a major city and just watch people go back and forth. Or
that guy who's sitting at a Starbucks, people watching.
Pretty much. So I can just do that and be happy as I work on, like, Barrel Roll for Kids stuff, or, like, you know, getting the website retooled for our relaunch.
House stuff.
And then house stuff's not really much. It's like go online, pay bill, cry a little, pay bill, cry a little, pay bill, cry a little. But, and then last night, I watched Mockingjay Part 1.
How did you like that? How do you feel about the setup?
I got bored.
Yeah, it's not a very interesting movie, is it?
No. And Jennifer Lawrence, for all the stuff that she's in, is really not a good actress in those movies.
In this one, yeah. In this set of movies. She's really one-dimensional. As an important of a character she is, she doesn't do it very good.
No. And then, like, you sit there, and I haven't seen a lot of her movies, because American Hustle doesn't really interest me and all that stuff. But even...
Mystique.
Even the X-Men movies...
But she's got a lot of characters, that
character. She's got, like, the characterization of that character has a lot going on. Katniss, who's supposed to be going through, like, this emotional wave of crap.
She's supposed to be the female hero icon, and I don't get that feeling from her. If anything, I got more of that hero feeling from Mystique.
Yes.
Than I do from Mockingjay or the Hunger Games stuff.
The Hunger Games stuff. And I remember seeing, and it always makes me laugh when the Hunger Games comes out on Netflix, because I keep forgetting that these movies are out there. Mm-hmm. So it's like, the first one was a big deal. Comes to Netflix. Canada got it first. It was and I'm like, oh cool, I'll watch it. That sounds good. Watched it, and I'm like, well, that was a giant disappointment. And then the second one came out, and I'm like, is this the second one or the third one? Because I was so confused at that point. I'm like, have I even seen the first one? So
they all kind of roll together almost.
So I watched the second one, and I'm like, well, that was a film. It was a movie with a camera. Someone filmed people doing things. All right. And then I watched this one last night, and I'm like, you make me not want to watch the fourth one, which is not what a part one of a movie should do at all.
The trailers, they've been dropping trailers pretty actively.
Yeah.
So apparently the reception's really good for them.
People love them. I don't get it.
I don't care. I think I'll have to watch it just to... That's bothering me.
There you go.
I think I'll have to watch it just to finish it.
Yes, and I'll wait for it to come to Netflix. And at that point I'll be like, did I watch part one?
But the thing is, like, it's coming out in November. It basically has to deal with either that or my interest towards Star Wars.
Right.
And I'm sorry.
Star Wars?
Star Wars? Star Wars? Star Wars. So that's...
And Star Wars just has me more and more excited every time.
They don't need to even show me any trailers.
But they don't, and that's the biggest thing. Like, I watched the panel for Star Wars at Comic-Con, and they revealed Bupkis.
Which is good.
Which is perfect. And I'm like, I'm not even mad. Like, they bring people out and ask them generic questions. It's like, if you could be light side or dark side in real life, what would you be? And it's like, what's your favorite lightsaber? If you had a lightsaber, what color would it be? And it's just like...
Blue, blue, blue.
And they're all talking about just their experience filming, and their experience filming on sets with real sets, and their experience working with the legacy characters, as they're calling Luke, Leia, and Han Solo. Like,
yeah.
And it's just like, this movie sounds like it's made with love, which is how this movie should be made. It shouldn't be episode 1.
It shouldn't be green screen.
Yeah, like, and that was a big thing when episode 1 was coming out. To me, when you watch George Lucas's interviews and stuff on it, it's like, I'm playing around with as much technology as I can, and we're going to see what works. Like, he really did not care about the story in episode 1.
Or arguably even 2 or 3.
And arguably 2 or 3. But now, I've found the proper watching order, which takes 1 out completely.
You don't watch it ever. You don't need to ever.
You don't need to watch 1
ever.
And it makes everybody laugh when I'm like, I found it online and I'm going to try it out and we're going to see how it goes. But you watch, it's the machete order: 4, 5, 2, 3, 6.
Yes. And
it's like, and everybody's like, you missed 1, and I'm like, no, I did not.
Missed what?
That is the point.
Missed what?
Yeah.
Missed what?
What did I miss? Pod racing?
What pod racing? How many movies did that appear in?
How important was it in the sequels? How about midichlorians?
Who?
Exactly.
What's a midichlorian?
Yeah, I know. So I'm going to try the machete order and see. And I kind of want to do that before episode 7.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to trill it up big time.
Yeah. Otherwise, no. I've watched TV. I've been watching Full House.
Is that on Netflix right now?
Yes.
I didn't really care for it.
All of it's on Netflix.
I never really cared for it really at that time. I think
it's funny watching it.
It's bad.
Oh yeah, like
my god, it's so rough.
It's very after school TV special. Like today we're going to learn about the importance of being brother and or like sister and sister kind of thing.
See, for me, it was either, and I don't know why there was a choice. I think I just mentally I only wanted to watch one. It was either that, Steve Urkel,
Family Matters,
or Fresh Prince. And I think I always went towards Fresh Prince because the catchy theme song.
Yeah, pretty much. Because Fresh Prince is the same. If you watch it now, every episode is like, this is why it's important that we are family. Yeah. This is why it's important that you speak up for yourself. This is why it's like it's the same.
Don't do drugs.
Yeah, it's the same lesson at the end of the show, just like Full House. So, and I think Full House for me is I watched it when I was young. Yeah. So it's like I can watch it now, and yeah, it's not great. Like it's.
Which begs the question: what are they going to do with the Netflix show?
Fuller House?
Nothing is gonna.
Have you heard the premise for the show?
Isn't it just the same, like actors and the same characters doing everything just older?
No. So what happens is
what's the new thing?
The eldest daughter, DJ, DJ Tanner.
You're gonna have to, because I didn't watch a whole lot of Full House. I don't know the characters' names too.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Okay. Oldest daughter.
All right.
Her husband dies. This is how Fuller House starts. This is how Full House started. Bob Saget's wife died.
Okay.
She was hit by a drunk driver. He was left taking care of his 3 daughters.
Can we just pause?
Yep.
How meta that is? To How I Met Your Mother?
Oh, yeah.
just okay.
So he was left to take care of his 3 daughters, and he needed help. Yep. So his best friend moves in with him, and the girl's uncle, who is also her brother, the wife's brother, moves in. So there you have John Stamos as the brother-in-law.
The only reason to watch it.
Right, and Dave Coulier or whatever.
David Coulier.
Yeah. He moves in. He's the best friend. So this time, DJ, the eldest daughter, her husband dies, and she is left to take care of her kids by herself. So her best friend from the show, Kimmy Gibbler, moves in with her, and Stephanie, her younger sister from the show, moves in with her to help take care of her kids, and the rest of them are all just going to make guest appearances.
So basically the
same exact premise.
Wow.
So it's like that family has the worst luck. Never get married into the Tanner household because you will die in a horrible fashion and leave someone alone. I'll watch it.
I don't think I have any interest towards that. Maybe, I don't know.
And again, it's for people I think who grew up kind of with Full House.
And didn't grow up with it. And now if they said Fresh Prince is coming back.
Sure.
That would be, my first question is, is it gonna be Will Smith and not Jaden in it? Ever Jaden?
Jaden would have to be in it.
No.
How is he going to launch his career?
By wearing a white Superman shirt. Or whatever he did. Because that's the cool thing. That's what cool kids do. Wear white Superman outfits.
That's what all the cool kids
do. Go to
his
prom. So, like, Fuller House has gotten me, I'm not feeling it. I watched the first, episode or two, and I'm like, this is...
Oh, no, you gotta at least
super rough.
You gotta sail through the first season, man, because it's, super after-school special for the first... They cut back on that the more the seasons keep going, because they run out of, things to be after-school special about, and then they bring it home again, because it's, the girls get old enough. So every season, pretty much, coming up...
Now, the Olsen twins
have said no.
Dang.
At least that's what all the reports are.
Well, I mean, if they're filming right now, right?
Yeah, but John Stamos just got into filming. He's been sick apparently for a month, so obviously they're still filming stuff. So
well, Netflix is filming is awkward, anyways.
Right?
They're never on season. There's no breaks for actors.
Yeah.
Or extended breaks, anyways.
Yeah. But so if they make an appearance, that'd be neat. Do they really need to make an appearance?
I don't know. I don't really care.
No, because they're bajillionaires already. So but no one's really doing it for the money. No, none of them need the cash.
Let's be honest. I don't think Netflix is super profitable at this moment. Still,
no,
I don't think it is. I mean, it's a miracle that we're getting shows like Daredevil, Sense8, and all these really great TV shows and movies that are original on Netflix. And I don't know where the business model is.
That's because they won't release it, so no one knows. But apparently it's working.
I don't know. They must be getting outside sponsorship from something.
Well, but there's the product placement and stuff like that'll work its way in. But I just find Full House. It's kind of fun to watch.
I don't. How many seasons did that?
9.
Holy shit! Oh.
And I think 9, 8 or 9. And right now, because like on Netflix, you can just
power
next. The girls, you literally watch them age, which is I think the coolest part.
I guess so. That's. I did that with How I Met Your Mother.
Like you literally watch the Olsen twins become like the Olsen twins.
Yes. From
baby who could not talk to girl with catchphrases that will carry them into be billionaires for the rest of their lives.
That's so strange.
And they never actually gave them credit as two separate people until the last season. They were always in the credits. It was Mary-Kate Ashley Olsen. Because they tried to hide the fact that they were twins.
They did a poor job of that.
Yeah.
They did a very poor job of that.
So, we'll see what we'll see what this new Fuller House thing has to do. But Daredevil was one hell of a show.
Speaking of Marvel,
yes,
Ant-Man is good.
Good, you saw Ant-Man.
I saw Ant-Man. It is by far one of the best Marvel movies I've seen.
That is what I keep hearing
to date. I mean, I will gladly watch Ant-Man again over Age of Ultron. Not to say Age of Ultron was bad. It was just too loaded, I think.
And that's all that movie can be. You know that going into Age of Ultron.
I know. It's tough to fault it for that, for being, let's cast everybody. But Ant-Man is on point. And my biggest complaint, I guess, going into it was like, where's Edgar Wright's script?
Right.
It's all still there.
Just not him directing.
And you can see his flair in the script and where he was wanting to direct. The parts that he was going to do, and you can clearly see the parts that Marvel added in, because they did have to do a script rewrite for some scenes, and you can clearly pinpoint where those bits are. So if that turns you off from the sort of the continuity of the movie, then
right.
But I think their disagreements went on the lines of, we need to get this movie into the theaters, but we also need to make sure it future-proofs itself with our pantheon of movies coming out.
Right.
And so that's where Edgar Wright was like, I don't want to do any of that. I just want to make my Ant-Man movie.
Right.
And so they did a good job of keeping his stuff and
getting the MCU stuff in there.
Yeah. So it was very subtle. I guess not really subtle if you see some of the spoilers stuff. It's not super subtle, but it's there.
Yep.
And we already know that Paul Rudd is in the Civil War movie, which I think it's going to trump Age of Ultron in terms of like number of characters on screen.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's going to be one of those big movies that people are going to talk about more than Age of Ultron, or any of the Avengers movies for that matter. But lots of setup towards the Civil War stuff, but keeping Ant-Man in its own stuff. Everyone was confused as to how are you going to make his power his thing, and to put that to rest, they did a perfect job with it. The whole size stuff, it's not super janky, it's not super fake.
Yep.
It's, you see little tiny Paul Rudd, or, you see things from his perspective. It's how it would look. It's not, as weird as it is to say, it's better to do all the digital stuff rather than practical effects.
But for something like that, obviously.
Yeah, you're going to need to do green screen stuff.
Yeah.
And you know what? They spent their time on it, and it paid off.
Yeah. And that's
basically the same gamble they had with Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Almost.
Well, and it's good that they're starting to take those gambles, because obviously it pays off, because every time that these movies keep coming, like Guardians came out, and everybody's like,
what the heck's a Guardian?
I did not see that coming from this movie, and everybody's like, this was better than, like, the Avengers movie. Like, oh my god. And then this movie comes out, and everything online's just like, best Marvel movie to date. And you're going... And everybody was laughing at Ant-Man. They released the fact that they were making an Ant-Man movie, and everybody's like, really?
This beer
Ant-Man?
This wife-beating person?
Yeah, and
which
now...
they danced around that really well by saying he doesn't do it.
And then, but that's what I mean, like, Ant-Man's coming out and everybody's kind of laughing, and now it's out and everybody's like, best movie ever. I don't know why they're not making more Ant-Man movies. Like, what's going on?
I think they're testing the waters and making sure that this is something that they want others,
But that's that universe building, too.
Yeah.
Is you're just building stuff upon building stuff.
Yeah.
And it's pissing some people, like, some of the comments are like, I don't know why it has to, like, every movie has to, like, tie back into an Avengers movie, or tie into this, or tie into that, and it's like, well, that's how you create that rich universe.
Have you guys not read comic books?
MCU.
That's how it happens all the time, where it's like, you know, you're reading your Captain America, and all of a sudden, Ant-Man appears.
Sure.
To do something. Or Wolverine.
Captain America, something happens in his comic. And it ripples into the next Spider-Man issue, or the next Iron Man.
I think a lot of people were really
next...
confused over the Winter Soldier when that happened, because it's like, what does this mean for the rest of the movies and the TV shows?
That was huge, especially for the TV show, where everybody was like, it's mid-season, and everybody's
I know, that threw everyone off. Even actors.
I know, you go to see, you know, I went to see Captain America, and you went the same night. So you're sitting there, and it's like, it ends, and everybody's like, that was an epic movie, and my only thought was, after, like, that was such a good film, was...
Oh, crap.
What happens on the show next week? Like, how does Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. be Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. without
Agents
S.H.I.E.L.D.?
of ...
Yeah.
So.
Question mark. And it's coming back for another season, and so is Agent Carter.
Yes, all those are coming back. The Agent Carter stuff was the not Sharon, I don't know, her name escapes me.
The actress?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Her name escapes me. And
the lady who plays Miss Carter.
Her and Howard Stark is in it.
Yep.
But not the awesome one from the TV show.
Right.
The one that made the 5-second cameo in Iron Man 2. Their scene was great. That really sets up sort of the old S.H.I.E.L.D. stuff, because obviously that's their era. Mm-hmm. It sets all that stuff up for the future stuff.
Right.
And it ties it in very, very well. You know what? I would gladly watch that movie again.
Well, good, because I still have to see it.
You will enjoy it. The 3D was, you know, it's just 3D. So
3D.
It's whatever. It's not bad. I suppose. I don't know if that's.
I was happy I got to see Inside Out not in 3D.
Yeah, I could care less if I saw that in 3D or not. To be honest.
Me, I was very glad. I went to the movie theater down in the States, and I'm like, 2 tickets to Inside Out, and I've just given up asking for non-3D because whatever. I want to see a film. So it's like, yeah, this movie, go in, and it's like, we didn't get glasses. We didn't get glasses! That was also a good movie, but we've gone much over time, Tony. Much over time.
Yes, we had the beeper earlier.
We did. The beeper went. And we didn't start the beeper until we were already talking, so... Oh, well...
There's a little timer. I can't see it on the bottom there. It's too small.
An hour and 24 minutes.
That's actually about right. That's about right.
That's usually what we run.
Yeah, that's about right.
So there you go.
Welcome back. ... Question mark.
Slowly. The site will slowly start expanding and...
doing stuff. We'll be posted.
Having content. And
more so posted than anything.
Yes. Yeah, no big videos, no big fancy, just written reviews and written articles about things that are...
video here and there, I suppose.
Yeah, and more of these.
Yep.
Obviously, the newscast is something we should constant, but...
I think it was easier when we were just at school.
It was, because we were at school all the time.
We just did it there.
But come September, like I said, my schedule gets way less wonky, so we can stay, like, Friday afternoons.
Yeah.
And... So come the end of September, everything should be sort of unkinked. Yeah. And if you donate to our Patreon, if we can get $50 a month, I said we'd do playcasts weekly.
Okay. Find a game to do.
Sure. And we'll get $25 a month.
I'm okay with $25. That's
Just
I was gonna say that's better than what I get at my job, but no, it's not. No.
But if we did an hour newscast and then we played a game for an hour.
Yep.
Not a big deal, but right now, just with everything we've got going on,
give us money.
We do need some compensation for some of the stuff we're going to do.
It's not hard or not easy.
No,
sometimes
not setting all of this crap
on. No, it basically needs to find a home of its own.
Yeah,
some of those rigs.
So, and that's fine. But we have a $50 thing on our Patreon and a $100 thing on our Patreon, and the $100 thing is just more content because we do have people that want to write for us. Mm-hmm. But I don't want them to just be like, hey, we're writing for you for free. So, there you go. If you like our stuff and you dig it,
contribute.
Check it out, and you're going to get the same message in about 2 seconds when we end this video, because I've got another little movie to play. So
you can do anything from $1 to many more dollars.
Yes. There are no rewards, though.
No, it's not Kickstarter.
You can set up rewards.
Yes, but I don't think we need...
You know what? Here's the reward. We'll put your name somewhere on our website.
You cannot have this little Squirtle.
No, because that thing's old.
You cannot have it.
That came out when the game came out.
Yeah, dude. Fat Squirtles. Fat Pokemon.
Fat Pokemon.
All the fat Pokemon.
Cute, cuddly Pokemon. Either who, folks.
Okay.
Bye! Hello, viewers. Dirtface. Hello, everybody.
Thanks for watching. With your help, we can do even more awesome stuff here at Barrel Roll News Network. Check out our Patreon page
Here, I'm gonna make magic happen. Isn't that cool?
to see how you can get even more
Magic, it's an
content from
illusion. Magic is
us.